Why are the witches in Macbeth referred to as the Weird Sisters? They are witches, we know this from the stage directions, but throughout the play itself, they're never actually called witches. The other characters always refer to them as the Weird Sisters. Weird, right? Well, the word weird is one of those weird words where the definition has changed over time. Now the word means odd or bizarre, but back then it meant of or relating to fate or destiny. So by calling them the Weird Sisters, Shakespeare is linking the witches in Macbeth to the fates in Greek mythology, and these witches are the foretellers of Macbeth's fate. Shakespeare's source material for Macbeth, as well as several other plays, was a book called Holinshed's Chronicles, and it was a history of England, Ireland, and Scotland. Shakespeare based Macbeth on a real-life Scottish king and queen, but he took all sorts of artistic liberties when he was adapting the story, and one of the biggest liberties he took was in how he portrayed the Weird Sisters. In Holinshed's Chronicles, these women aren't witches at all. They're referred to as creatures of the elder wood, nymphs, or fairies. So why did Shakespeare decide to turn them into witches? Well, a few possibilities here, the obvious being that he was interested in exploring the forces of evil and setting a darker tone for the play, but also, there was a new monarch on the throne. At the time Shakespeare wrote Macbeth, King James of Scotland had just ascended to the throne of England upon the death of Queen Elizabeth. And not only was he the new monarch, but he was also Shakespeare's new patron. So to curry favor with his new patron, he wrote a Scottish play for the new Scottish king, but he also made a few adjustments to the story. In Holinshed's Chronicles, Banquo was an accomplice of Macbeth. He helped him slay Duncan on the battlefield. However, King James was thought to be a direct descendant of Banquo, so in Shakespeare's version, Banquo is the good guy. Also, King James was kind of obsessed with witchcraft, as in, he literally wrote the book on it. He wrote a book called Demonology, which was about witchcraft, and during his reign, he had many women executed for witchcraft. So yeah, Shakespeare also probably turned them into witches to please King James, which is an example of something that I like to call knowing what to kiss and when.